What's up, it's Austin Rutherford. This market is absolutely insane right now. It almost makes no sense. This is a property, I'm standing in front of a property right now that I ended up purchasing, renovating, flipping, and selling, making over $100,000 in profit. And I'm gonna take you through the entire example, how I got it, how I funded it, how I flipped it, and made 100 grand in profit on one house. So make sure you smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm. Let's get this video to 200 likes. It'd be greatly appreciated. And as we're going through this, make sure you ask any questions along the way. So I bought this house in September of 2016, which was a very long time ago. And I ended up buying it through a direct mail marketing campaign. So what this means is we hand wrote letters and or sent postcards to sellers asking them if they wanted to sell their property. So we would send 7 pieces of mail to each person, just in case, you know, maybe they were having a bad day, maybe it got lost in the mail, whatever it is. So we kept sending these pieces of mail to the gentleman here, and the dude finally ended up calling me back. We actually sat at a table right here across from each other, came to meet him. He was moving actually to Florida, and I met him and I looked and there was piles of letters right here, piles of them. So I asked him, I was like, I'm just, after we agreed to buy the property, I asked him, I was like, why'd you sell the property to me? Just curious. He's like, honestly, I laid all the letters out side by side in a stack of how many people sent me each letter, and your stack was the tallest, so I called you. I was like, oh, this is amazing. You know, direct mail actually works. So, you know, keep that in mind when you're out there marketing for deals. Consistency always wins. Don't just market one time. You know, my first deal ever was 5 pieces of mail to get that house. This deal was 7 pieces of mail to get this house. So it takes time sometimes, but you got to stay consistent in your marketing. So back in the day when I purchased this property back in 2016, I've had it as a rental property since then. I paid $40,000 for this. And honestly, the cabinets are the exact same as they were when I bought the property. We did put granite countertops in and we did put stainless steel appliances in, but the cabinets themselves are the exact same. You don't have to over improve a property when renovating a property. And if you look outside here, there's this deck that we almost replaced, but instead we just painted, and it looks amazing. And we're selling the property now, you know, years later after renting it out for a profit, and we're gonna make a lot of money on this deal. So you don't have to over improve these properties. So I remember when I first bought this house, when I walked down here, it smelled like cat so bad. Cat pee, by the way, is some of the worst smelling things that you can have ever. So they locked cats in the basement down here and they just peed all over the place. So we literally had to spray, it's called kills. You kills everything, the walls, the ceilings, the floors. We ripped out the floors. We killed it 3 times to try and get rid of the smell. Now, you know, I'm down here, it doesn't smell like it, but it was bad. It did not smell good at all. But down here, you got a finished basement. If you look over here, we actually have like a nice little like bar thing for, you know, people to entertain their guests. We have a half bathroom down here, a super nice half bathroom. And in here, lights, there they are, lights, camera, action. And here, it's just a basement. You know, again, nothing too crazy. If you look at the furnace is the same as it's been when we bought the property. So it's not bad at all. And again, the big thing in Ohio that you have to look for is cracks on a foundation, and this wall is very solid. So we really didn't put much money into this property at all, which was a blessing. But at the time when I paid 40 grand for this, I thought I was overpaying for the property. But wait till you hear these numbers in a second, you're gonna see that I was not anywhere close to overpaying for this property. So when I bought this property, all we had to do was a cosmetic rehab. So we put about $10,000 into the rehab of this property when I bought it. And we rented it for, you know, years and years after that. So if you look in the bathroom here, you know, we did do the updates. We did the tile surround. We got the granite countertops, the new flooring, you know, fully updated it. But we didn't do that when we were renting the property. You know, we only did that now when we're selling the property. So when we were renting it, you know, that was a very basic bathroom because it doesn't need to be over the top to get rent. And then if you look in here, we got 2 more bedrooms. Did the flooring, did the paint, there's the 3rd bedroom. So again, you don't have to do overkill when renovating a property for a rental. So I kept this rental as a rental for 5 years. My monthly mortgage payment was $700 a month, and my rent was $1,100 a month. So I was making $400 a month for the last 5 years. And then we decided to sell a property once the tenant moved out, and so we had to renovate it. We ended up spending about $25,000 to renovate this property up to, you know, fully with the granite and the stainless, and make it really, really nice. So all in, we bought it for 40. We did 10 on the original rehab, so that's 50, and then 25 just now, so that's 75. So we're $75,000 all into this property. When I bought this back in 2016, the bank appraised it for $95,000. So I paid 40, the bank appraised it for 95. So when we got done with this, we ended up going and listing it on the market for $165,000, which was already like $5,000 to $10,000 above what we thought we could sell it for. First day on the market, we got an offer for $192,000, like $20,000 over list price. It's mind-boggling to me. And we're closing on this next week. So we'll end up making, you know, in total over $100,000 on this property off of one rental that I bought in 2016, that I made money every single month for the last 5 years, and deciding to sell it and putting another 6 figures in my pocket. So if that doesn't tell you what the power of real estate is, especially owning rentals long term, like I don't know what does, but it's a game changer when you can buy rentals for cash flow and just sit on them as the properties appreciate over time. So remember the key here: marketing, marketing, marketing. That's how you get opportunities like this. Without me continuously marketing and sending him letter after letter after letter after letter, we never would have got this deal, because my pile wouldn't have been as tall. So that's the one thing I need you all to take away from this. You have to market, whether that's direct mail, door knocking, driving for dollars, SMS, RVM, SEO, PPC, bandit signs, whatever it is for you. However you're marketing for deals, you have to market as much as humanly possible to get opportunities like this. Because if you're not up at the bat marketing and swinging, you're never going to get the deal. So, you know, this was a great deal, right? This was like the third rental property I ever bought. Tremendous deal. But the first deal I ever did, I marketed for 10 months straight. 10 months straight. Every single month I was marketing before I bought my first property. So consistency is key. You could have quit on month 1, 2, 3, 5, 9, and I wouldn't be here on camera in front of you. But I didn't quit. I stayed consistent. And that's how I got all my deals. So marketing is the lifeline of the business. Make sure you market. And hopefully this was valuable. You know, I wanted to give you a walkthrough. This was like the third rental property I ever purchased. So, you know, a little bit of sentimental value with this. But drop a comment below. Let me know your thoughts. Smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm. Hit the subscribe and notification bell so you can get all this content going forward. As always, appreciate you being here. We'll see you on the next one.